Bungie has recently put a stop to one of the most notorious exploits ever in Destiny 2. In today's video, we're going to be talking about net limiting and its final chapter in Destiny 2. Now, this has become quite a hot topic because some people try to argue that net limiting isn't that bad. I think that we can all agree when you see the clips of net limiting in PvP, though, it looks pretty bad, right? It literally ruins the Crucible experience. Most people don't argue against net limiting being terrible for PvP, but in PvE, some people like to skip, for example, in Vow of the Disciple, they like to skip the barge encounter using their net limiter, and they feel like it's not really that big a deal. It doesn't really hurt anyone or harm anyone, and everyone wants to skip that part of the encounter anyways, but I don't really think that's a very good excuse, and clearly it starts there, but it doesn't end there, and a lot of people are using net limiters in other locations. So now when you use a net limiter, this message pops up in-game, though. BattleEye error, and you get removed from the game. I don't think actual bans have been issued at this point in time. Some have, perhaps, though. But right now you can see someone took one for the team. I got this video up here where they actually turned on their net limiter and then tried to load up a planetary destination only to get an error code. I'm not entirely sure if they got just an error code or if they got banned, but if people try to persist beyond these error codes, I imagine Bungie would issue a proper ban. So this sends home a pretty firm message, you know, don't use net limiters inside Destiny 2 unless you want your account to get banned. So we're also going to talk a little bit about how they mentioned this in the TWAB. They tried to be a little bit vague about it with the game security update, but I felt like it was really interesting, and I feel like this story has been going on for quite a while now, especially ever since the King's Fall raid race and people using net limiters in that. While we know you're hungry for Crucible news, we have one final update for you before we get to the goods. Earlier this week, our security team made some changes to help protect our competitive Crucible experience. And more. We're keeping the details a bit light for the sake of security, but here's the update in their words. Security team. The team is continuing to improve upon detections and mitigations gained with BattleEye. With their help, we have implemented a mitigation against network tools used to gain an unfair advantage in various activities. We will continue to collect data and observe this behavior to strengthen our detections. As time goes on, competition is best when fair. While we are evaluating this data, we will continue to issue bans to those abusing these methods. As always, please leverage our in-game reporting tools or make a report right here on Bungie.net when encountering other players that you may suspect be cheating. So, bans are being issued out for those continuing to use net limiters. I'm not sure if you get banned for the very first time using it, but the message is sent home. Don't use net limiters inside Destiny 2. Let me know your thoughts about this down below. What do you think about net limiters and Bungie finally removing this? It seems like a step in towards a good direction for Destiny 2. Obviously, we can't have things like this running around rampant because it kind of ruins the integrity of the game as a whole. And that's a wrap on today's video. Make sure to subscribe if you want to stay up to date on all the news in Destiny 2. Smash the like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.